News Talk 720, KDWN, Las Vegas.
Don't mean a thing if it ain't got that swing. Miracle Mike taking you back to the realms and depths. The Miracle Mike Show. Right on.
Mike, you're on.
What do you mean I'm on? I'm not ready.
Mike, you're rolling. In 3, 2, 1.
I'm not ready.
New York City took me with the tide.
I was born in New York City, and I was lost, trying to find my way. I just couldn't get it right. I was told, go west, young man. You'll find the way, the truth, and the light. I just couldn't get it right. So I jumped on the Major Deegan to the George Washington Bridge. I took the New Jersey Turnpike south and hit I-95, connected to I-10 in Florida, and headed west, looking for the light. I took a wrong turn on I-10 in Houston to 59 North, ended up in Lufkin, Texas. What a hellhole. I got back on the right road and I followed the light all night. Turns out it was the strobe light from the Luxor. I didn't know where I was. WTF, man. I'm sitting at the traffic light at Flamingo and Las Vegas Boulevard, and there's this rolling billboard. Hot babes to you. I thought I woke up in heaven.
Namaste.
And shalom to you.
Miracle Mike.
The Ayatollah of your victrola. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. No applause. Just throw money. Yeah, your cufflinks, your Rolex. Hey, you can even throw me a Corvette. I'm not fussy, you know. I'll accept anything here. All right, thank you. Yeah.
Really big show tonight.
It's a really big show, and we're all gonna go. You really, really, really got a big one tonight.
Really big show tonight.
Miracle Mike.
Nostalgia. To me, nostalgia is the greatest stress reliever on the planet. Yes, I can return to a more peaceful, wonderful, joyful place in time and take myself out of the moment and just enjoy nostalgia. I'm a game show junkie, and I use nostalgic game shows as a way to check out. The Game Show Network is my favorite channel on TV. I go way back with game shows. When I was a little kid, my mother took me to a live taping of What's My Line in New York City, and I'll never forget it. I was about 6 years old, and while the commercial break was going on, all the panelists took off, but Dorothy Kilgallen was still sitting at the panelist desk, and I ran down to the foot of the stage. Now, remember, I'm just a little kid. I'm 6 years old, and she's barely 10 feet away from me up on the stage, and she's looking down and writing something, and I said in my little voice, Dorothy, it's me. It's Mikey, and I watch you on TV. I love you. And she wouldn't even look up. She just kept writing, and I'll never forget it. Memories like that stay burned into your mind for the rest of your life, and I felt so rejected. I just walked away. You know, if she'd have just looked up and winked or smiled, but I was hoping she would say, hello, Mike. That's the kind of person she was. But I loved game shows, and I didn't let it get me down. Game shows. I love game shows. In fact, when I was in junior high school, we used to go down to the NBC studios in New York City and Manhattan at 30 Rockefeller Plaza. Like, you know, game shows. Remember, like, Hugh Downs and Concentration. And we'd go from show to show all morning long. They were free. And when the camera would pan the audience, we'd all duck. It looked like the whole fifth row was empty. We had to do that. We were playing hooky from school. I love game shows.
It's time for the Family Feud. On your mark, let's start the Family Feud. With the star of Family Feud, Richard Dawson.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much, Lee. Gotta stop watching those Martin and Lewis movies. We welcome you to Family Feud, where two families come on, fight it out, trying to get to the one spot called Fast Money where they can win $5,000. Survey said
Richard Dawson died Saturday, June 2nd, 2012. And if I have to tell you who Richard Dawson was, then you probably just arrived on Southwest Airlines from another planet. However, just in case, I will fill you in. Richard Dawson was an English-American actor and comedian and a game show host and, of course, a panelist. He was best known for his role as Corporal Peter Newkirk on Hogan's Heroes and being the original host of the Family Feud game show of the years 1976 to 1985. Richard Dawson was also a regular panelist on the 1970s version of the Match Game with Gene Rayburn from 1973 to 78, and that, of course, was one of my favorite game shows, and I always loved it when the contestants would win the round, and then they'd have to match a panelist, and 9 times out of 10 they would pick Richard, and I figured that had to frustrate all the other panelists because all they could do was just sit and watch. Of course, Richard was a great panelist, and most of the time he matched, and he won those contestants a lot of money, and I used to love it when Richard would try to fake them out, you know, with the answer, like make them think they didn't match when they did match, and then he'd turn his card over, and of course, but if you watched it enough and you knew, Richard was, he was, he was pulling their chains.
Get ready to match the stars. Richard Dawson, as we play the star-studded Big Money Match Game 76. And now, here's the star of that Game 76, Gene Rivers.
Whom do you call on for an assist here?
Richard.
Okay. All right, get your ESP flowing over to Richard, and let's see how you do with it now. $5,000 is the net worth of this one. Johnny, we ask you to give us an answer what you think will match his and collect the $5,000. We'll find out now if Richard thought of the same thing. May we see it, please?
That's a double-worded answer, and I was just thinking of the...
One word.
Well, no, two.
Two words.
Anyway, Richard Dawson's birth name was Colin Lionel M., and he was born in Gosport, Hampshire, England on November 20th, 1932. In 1975, Dawson was hired by Mark Goodson to host Family Feud, which debuted on July 12th, 1976. And Family Feud was an instant smash hit, eventually surpassing the ratings of The Match Game. And Dawson won a Daytime Emmy Award for Best Game Show Host for his work on Family Feud. Now, I was in college at the time, 1978, and I remember always on the way to the cafeteria for lunch, and I'd look over into the recreation area, and all the college students would be gathered around the big screen TV in the middle of the day watching Family Feud, and most of them probably cutting class, and, you know, instead of studying, they were watching the feud. But it was a big hit. One of his trademarks, of course, was kissing all the female contestants. And that was one of the things that made the show to be, you know, appear warm and friendly. And, of course, Dawson soon garnered the nickname the Kissing Bandit. But Richard Dawson explained that he kissed all the female contestants for love and luck.
Wish you lots of luck.
Thank you,
a kiss for luck. Give me 15 seconds, please.
Yes, and I have beachfront property in Arizona and a bridge in Brooklyn for sale if you're interested, because my opinion at the time was something else, and I thought, well, that's neat that he gets to kiss all these women and they're all lining up to kiss him. However, I always wondered, if you're kissing all those women, you know, doesn't it open you up for a lot of colds and flu? You know, I don't know, man. I'm not sure I'd want to kiss all those gals, but however, it looked like fun, and he met his future wife, Gretchen Johnson, while she was a contestant on Family Feud back in 1981. She was 24 years old at the time. Richard Dawson was 49. Hey, I report, you decide, okay? They married in 1991, and they had one daughter together, and they stayed married until Richard Dawson's death.
Survey said
he was 79 years young.
Thanks for the memory.
With me,
Miracle Mike.
If you're in business and you need more customers, clients, even patients, if you have a retail store, an auto repair shop, a restaurant, you're a doctor, a lawyer, whatever you do, if you need more business, listen up. We can direct new business, new customers, clients, patients to your phone, to your website, to your email, wherever you want it. No matter where you are in all 50 states, even worldwide. If you need more business, this is the brand new technology, the new media for the new millennium. We can make your phone ring off the wall. And here's the best news. It's very cost effective, very economical, very affordable to do. Nothing can touch this. Not radio, not TV, newspapers, or even the yellow pages. Everything has changed, and we have figured out how to boost business in the worst recession, worst economy since 1929. We are boosting business. This is brand new technology, and we are the only ones in the world who can deliver this to you. And we have the clients to prove it. If you need more business, more income, call and get all the information. Toll free, 1-855-RADIO-MIKE. 1-855-RADIO-MIKE. If you have suggestions, if there's something you'd like to hear me do on an upcoming show, you can always contact me at my toll-free number, 1-855-RADIO-MIKE. 1-855-RADIO-MIKE. Love to hear from you.
Miracle Mike.
If you'd like to hear a previous show, you can find them on YouTube. Go to youtube.com and search The Miracle Mike Show. Search The Miracle Mike Show on youtube.com.
Miracle Mike's comedy moments. Now.
I'm funny how? I mean funny like I'm a clown, I amuse you, I make you laugh. What do you mean funny? Funny how? How am I funny? What is so funny about me? Tell me. Tell me what's funny.
Oh, you're right there. Oh, yes, 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 yes. Oh, yes. Oh.
I'll have what she's having.
You know what? I feel like a chicken. And the Colonel is whipping up those 11 herbs and spices.
Don't deny it. Don't deny it. Because I got the proof that you buy clothes. Here. Is this middle drawer yours?
That's right.
Is it yours? All right. Is it jammed with stuff? Huh? Everything you bought? Now, is the bottom drawer mine?
That's right.
All right. In there is one pair of pants. Why is one pair of pants of mine in that drawer?
Because one pair of your pants is all that'll fit in there.
In this 1972 episode, Archie meets Sammy Davis Jr. It's priceless. Listen.
They're always telling me I'm prejudiced. Now listen, you're a guy been around a lot. You've seen a lot of people, you know a lot, see? Yeah. Now you look at me. You figure me a prejudiced guy?
Oh, Archie, you don't tell me you're really paying attention to those young kids. What do they know? I mean, you prejudice. Look, if you were prejudiced, Archie, when I came into your house, you would have called me a coon. But you didn't say that. I heard you clear as a bell. Right straight out, you said, color.
Yeah, that's what I done, all right.
And if you were prejudiced, you would, like some people, close their eyes to what's going on in this great country that we live in. But not you, Archie. Your eyes are wide open. You can tell the difference between black and white. And I have a deep-rooted feeling that you'll always be able to tell the difference between black and white. And if you were prejudiced, you'd walk around thinking that you're better than anybody else in the world. But I can honestly say, having spent these marvelous moments with you, you ain't better than anybody.
How do you like me so far?
You are the most unattractive man I have ever met in my entire life. You have demonstrated every loathsome characteristic of the male personality and even discovered a few new ones. You are physically repulsive, intellectually retarded, you're morally reprehensible, vulgar, insensitive, selfish, stupid. You have no taste, a lousy sense of humor, and you smell. You know, you're not even interesting enough to make me sick.
Well, how do you really feel?
How do you like me now? Now that I'm on my way, living in your radio. How do you like me now?
Miracle Mike's comedy moments.
I'll tell you I'm all right now, but last week I was in rough shape, you know? Now, last week I told my wife I need a home improvement loan. She gave me $1,000 to move out. I'll tell you, my wife, she never went for me. No, the first time I called her up, she told me, come on over, there's nobody home. I went over, there was nobody home. My wife, she drives me nuts. Oh, she was afraid of the dark, she saw me naked, now she's afraid of the light. And I'll tell you, my wife, she can't cook either. My house, we pray after we eat. I bought a pressure cooker, now I eat off the ceiling. What a lousy cook. I don't think meatloaf should glow in the dark. I mean, she can't cook at all. She made chocolate mousse and antler got stuck on my throat. I'll tell you my trouble. Got the wrong doctor. You know my doctor, Dr. Vinny Boombas. You know my doctor? What a doctor. And I saw him last week. I told him, Doc, every day I wake up, I look in the mirror, I want to throw up. What's wrong with me? He said, I don't know, but your eyesight is perfect. Are you kidding? Are you kidding? I know I'm ugly. I asked the bartender to make me a zombie. Told me God beat him to it. And I'll tell you no when you're ugly, all right? Well, Halloween, my wife sends the kids out dressed like me. I mean, I'll tell you the whole story, all right? The whole story, okay? All right. I mean it. I mean, you know when you're ugly. Well, last Halloween, a kid tried to pull my face off. And my kids, they flip a coin to see who has to kiss me goodnight. And I was an ugly kid, too. I told my old man, never took me to the zoo. He said, if they want you, they'll come and get you. Well, that's the story of my life. No respect. I don't get no respect. No respect at all. Are you kidding? Well, I was drowning. I was yelling, help, help. And the lifeguard ran over. I said, all right, buddy, keep it down. Keep it down. I don't get no respect from anyone. Well, I called up suicide prevention. They tried to talk me into it.
If you're in business and you need more customers, clients, even patients, if you have a retail store, an auto repair shop, a restaurant, you're a doctor, a lawyer, whatever you do, if you need more business, listen up. We can direct new business, new customers, clients, patients to your phone, to your website, to your email, wherever you want it. No matter where you are in all 50 states, even worldwide. If you need more business, this is the brand new technology, the new media for the new millennium. We can make your phone ring off the wall. And here's the best news. It's very cost effective, very economical, very affordable to do. Nothing can touch this. Not radio, not TV, newspapers, or even the yellow pages. Everything has changed, and we have figured out how to boost business in the worst recession, worst economy since 1929. We are boosting business. This is brand new technology, and we are the only ones in the world who can deliver this to you. And we have the clients to prove it. If you need more business, more income, call and get all the information. Toll free, 1-855-RADIO-MIKE. 1-855-RADIO-MIKE.
Miracle Mike, living in the moment.
Hey, we having fun yet, or what?
Miracle Mike.
Right on. I love to use nostalgia to kick the stress out of my life and just take my mind somewhere else.
For once in my life, I have someone who helps me, someone I've needed so long. For once there's no stress, and I'm feeling so happy, and now I'm being so strong. For once I can live like my mind used to dream of, long before I was blue. Oh, I'm so happy too. I'm living stress-free, it's true. Yeah, yeah. Once in my life, I won't let the stress hurt me. No stressing for me, no more. Once I have someone I know who will help me, I won't be stressing no more. Once I can say I'm stress-free and I'll make it. As long as I have the miracle Mike, I can tell. Once in my life, I have someone who stress-frees me. Good to be stress-free.
If you lived and worked in the Houston area for any length of time, or East Texas, you'll know what I'm talking about. I did live in Houston. I worked on the radio as a disc jockey for a while. I lived in East Texas. If you're not from East Texas, then you won't have a clue, but it's still interesting and entertaining. It's one of those regional things. Marvin Zindler was a news reporter for the television station KTRK-TV in Houston, Texas, and his investigative journalism made him one of the city's most influential and well-known media personalities. Marvin Zindler's unmistakable appearance was also his trademark. White hair, blue lens sunglasses, and of course he was always impeccably dressed. Now the role of Melvin P. Thorpe, as played by Dom DeLuise in the 1982 film The Best Little Whorehouse in Texas, was based on Marvin Zindler. Zindler made local and national headlines when he closed the chicken ranch in Fayette County, Texas, near LaGrange, after he made a news report on it in 1973. The chicken ranch story was the basis for the Broadway and film musical The Best Little Whorehouse in Texas, and served as the basis of the song LaGrange by ZZ Top. Now, Marvin Zindler was also famed in Houston, Texas, for his self-described rat and roach report, where he read live on the air details from his controversial City of Houston food inspection restaurant reports. Now, these reports conclude with restaurants that were reported to have hundreds, if not thousands, of restaurants in greater Houston, Texas have made at least one appearance on Marvin Zindler's reports. Now, when I first moved to East Texas to work in the radio business, I fast became aware of Marvin Zindler. How could you miss him? He was an icon in East Texas television and news reporting.
Well, rats and roaches apparently like the food at some of Houston's restaurants. Where did the critters show up this week? Action 13's Marvin Zindler has his original restaurant report.
Okay, Houston health officers found some unsavory stuff going on in the restaurant kitchens, and here's a look behind those restaurant kitchen doors. At Sasaki in the 8900 block of Westheimer, Inspector Yang saw an employee dump a tray of leftover rice back into the rice cooker. Once food is served, it cannot be reserved. Mice were at Sake Sushi in the 5600 block of Richmond, and Bo and Flo's on Ella. The oil patch on McCarty Drive had roaches. Inspector Crandall spotted dead roaches in the can opener chamber. Roaches were at churches in the 8900 block of Jensen, Eastern at 1500 North Loop, and General Joe's in the 3900 block of Montrose. And now for the big S. The Pig Stand on Washington. Whataburger in the 14,100 block of Westheimer. Cafe Chopon in the 11,300 block of Westheimer. Adolph's on Harbor. And Cake Cafe in the 14,400 block of Westheimer. What did they have? All together, gang. Slime in the ice machine. He said slime in the ice machine. Have a good weekend, good golf, good tennis, or whatever makes you happy. Marvin Zindler, Eyewitness News.
On July 5th, 2007, it was announced on KTRK's 6 p.m. newscast that Zindler was diagnosed with inoperable pancreatic cancer that had also spread to his liver. July 29th, 2007, Marvin Zindler died from the cancer at the University of Texas MD Anderson Cancer Center in the Texas Medical Center, Houston, Texas. Marvin Zindler passed away just 11 days short of his 87th birthday. Marvin Zindler was
Slime in the ice machine.
86 years young.
Thanks for the memory.
With Miracle Mike. I am Miracle Mike, terminal cancer survivor, on a mission with a message and a reminder. Life is wonderful when you consider the alternative. Every moment is a gift. Open your present.
85!